Right here is the user's guide, and I have turned to the first page, which is the check for contents. So we recommend you check for contents in your model, and then we also recommend you might want to laminate this page for repeated use. Now I think what we're going to do is show you how to set up the model, and we're going to zoom in on the model. This is our EnviroScape base, and we also have two wells here that Erin's going to hold up for you to show you. And you notice that we have taken, everybody gets a groundwater liner sticker with their model, and you can remove it and you can put it on a well, or you can put it on the front of the model. It's up to you. Erin, why don't we go ahead and fill our wells with water? Erin has brought a bucket of water with us, and it's not even a full bucket, it's about a half a bucket, and she's just going to fill the wells and place them in the front of the model. And you can see here, while Erin's doing the wells, here you go, she's done them about a half to 3/4 full. It's up to you, really. I've placed the water tray underneath the back of the base, and notice the hole in this case is back here towards me instead of the audience, which is typical of other models. We placed our water catcher underneath here, so when we drain it later on, it falls into there. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to place the map on the base. Now here we have a city area, we have the drinking water treatment plant area, we have an arid field, arid rangeland, excuse me. We have a rural area with a house and a septic field and tank, agricultural area, we have a river and lakes, wastewater treatment plant, we have a suburbia area where you have homes and maybe a school and mall, shopping center, and up here we have a factory and industrial area and our forest area. The first thing we're going to do is prep the model, and everybody is provided with adhesive putty. And it's blue or it's going to be white, and you're going to take your adhesive putty and you're going to put it in two places on the drinking water plant.
Where the water enters the water tower, and also where the water exits the water tower.
And then on the wastewater treatment area, you're going to put it on both sides of the chlorine basin. And clay can work as well, but the adhesive putty seems to be more reusable than clay. It lasts longer. So you've got two places on the wastewater treatment area and two places on the drinking water area.
Also the storm drain.
We're going to put one between the storm pipe and one between the wastewater pipe. All right. The next thing we're going to do is put our filter in the drinking water treatment section.
You put it in section 3. Each section's labeled.
And we're going to put some sewage assist in section 1, 2, and 3. A little bit in 3, just to kind of cover the bottom. This is before your demonstration. Alright. And then over on the wastewater treatment plant, we're going to insert the screen into the first section of the treatment plant.
And by the rural house, we're going to put the septic field, which is tan felt, and we're going to cover that with grass, which is green felt.
And then we're going to place your wetland that's provided with the model over here next to the factory area, but what we recommend first is the wetland is usually wet, right, Erin?
Yes.
That's right. So wet it a little bit. It helps it lay better. Place it right there. And the next thing is you've been given a digester, which we'll explain in more detail later, but you place that at the wastewater treatment facility. Now you're going to have to make sure you fill your bottles as instructed with water, and also make sure your 2 spray bottles are filled with water. And we're going to then, with one of the spray bottles, fill the river and the lakes with about half of the bottle. And also put a little bit of water in the water tower. There you go. right, now we're ready to place our buildings on the model. We have the drinking water treatment plant cover.
And it's imprinted with DWTP, so you'll know that it's the drinking water treatment plant.
And wastewater treatment plant is WWTP. We have the factory. Notice how I'm placing the factory. The tube falls over the wetland area, and the big hole falls over the big hole in the map.
We have the water tower.
And we have the house with hole. The hole goes over the clear area. And we have two other houses, so suburbia. And we have this could be a hospital or a business. This could be a school or a mall.
We have the rural home. And the hole goes right over the first tank.
And we have a farmhouse. And we have an incinerator over by the waste treatment area. Now we're going to put our trees on. Oops. And we use clay to place the trees. That gives you the flexibility of putting them wherever you would like to see them. Aaron's going to place some over by the drinking water. I'm going to place some by the forest. And you don't have to use them all, or you can use them all. You know. Okay. The next thing we need to do is put our city buildings on.
Yes.
Each one is labeled. All these buildings are labeled underneath, so it should be easy to follow the label on the building with the label on the... That's actually City Building A. Sorry, yes. And City Building B is the one with the hole, and the hole lines up over the hole in the map.
Yes.
All right, so we have our buildings on and our trees on. We're going to put our bridge on right here. Ooh, we're going to put our roads on now. Our roads are removable on this model, which is really neat. Okay. And then we're going to put our tractor
And our biosolids truck.
and a car. And then, Aaron, I think we're ready to begin.